Namaste everyone. My name is Ankit and you can find my videos on YouTube by the name of Ankit Kaur. In this video I am going to give you complete information about Vata dosha, Pitta dosha, Kapha dosha. What is the importance of Vata dosha, Pitta dosha, Kapha dosha, how it is formed in the body, where it is present in the body, what is the function of it in our body, and if there is an imbalance, how to correct it. Plus, very importantly, I am going to give you the procedure or the day routine which you have to follow, by which Vata dosha, Pitta dosha, Kapha dosha, if anything, any problem is there, that can be corrected. If we talk about the location where Vata, Pitta and Kapha dosha are present, well, they are present almost everywhere in our body. But if we talk particularly where they have the major effect or majority of their presence is there, so if we talk about Vata dosha, that is below our belly button, Vata dosha is there. Then from the belly button to the heart there is Pitta dosha's presence is here in this area. The majority of the presence of dosha is Pitta dosha. Afterwards, from the heart to till the head, it's Kapha dosha. I will tell you these three doshas. First, they are not doshas, they are actually dhatus. If there is a problem, then it becomes dosha. But to a general public, to like most of us who are unaware of this, so we call every time it's like a dosha. But when the problem originates or the problem starts, then it is called as dosha. And if these three are in balance, then it's very good for us. If we talk about when these doshas are more, like according to our age, when we are child, that time Kapha dosha is more. When we are in adulthood, that time Pitta dosha is more. When we are towards our old age, that time Vata dosha is more. If we say that, okay, now see the beauty of it, that during morning time, that is like growth cycle of our body, like childhood, then adulthood, then old age. Same way, while during the day, morning Kapha dosha is more, during afternoon time the Pitta dosha is more, and during evening time the Kapha dosha is more. That is the beauty of the creator, how they have created it. Then when we say that at what time these doshas are supposed to be more, or they are more and they are helpful to us. Kapha dosha, when we are eating, when we are chewing the food, that time Kapha dosha is more, because the saliva is secreted in the food, and that's the food which we are chewing, right, eating. So it went down to our digestive tract. In the digestive tract, Pitta dosha is more, which in terms, like when Pitta dosha is more, we call it as Jataragni. So Jataragni is more, means your digestion process will take place. Otherwise, if the Jataragni is not there, then the digestion process will have a problem. Afterwards, when we say that after the digestion process is over, then it comes to the Vata dosha, like for muscle formation, blood formation, semen formation, excretion. These kind of things are they take place or they happen just because of the Vata dosha. But if there is any imbalance in these three doshas, there will be imbalance in our body as well. When Pitta dosha is more, that time the Jataragni is more, and due to that Jataragni, there will be the process of digestion will be fast, and the time for digestion will be low. If we talk about Kapha dosha, if Kapha dosha is there, it's more, then what happen, it will decrease the digestion power of our body, or the digestion time will be increased. If we talk about Vata dosha, then due to Vata dosha, the excretion process will be slow, or there will be a constipation problem and things like that. So all these three doshas should be in correlation with each other. They should not be imbalanced. If they are imbalanced, means there will be a lot of problems that we are going to face. There are 5 basic Panchabhuta Tattvas: earth, water, air, fire and sky. So these are 5 Panchabhuta Tattvas we call, and out of which fire and water are responsible for pitta formation, and earth and water is responsible for kapha formation, and air is responsible for vata formation. Along with this, there are 7 dhatus, which are lymph, blood, muscle, fat, bone, bone marrow, spinal marrow, and semen. If we call it, if we name the dhatus, this is rasa dhatu, rakta dhatu, mamsa dhatu, asthi dhatu, meda dhatu, maja dhatu, and shukra dhatu. With the way I have told you, lymph, blood, muscles, fat, bone, bone marrow, spine marrow, they are both combined, then it is semen. So these are 7 dhatus. These 7 dhatus are the basic structure which we talk about in our body, that these are the 7 dhatus. Because of these 7 dhatus, our body do the basic functioning. When these dhatus break down, there is formation of mal, that is of 3 types, that is urine, feces, and sweat. So by these 3 process, these 7 dhatus are excreted out of our body. Now when we talk about vata dosha, how vata dosha is increased, I'll talk about like vata dosha is more for the people who stay in the cold environments. I'll tell you how. Air has no property of its own. Let's say if you are staying at a cold temperature, if like you are staying in US, in USA during winters it is extreme cold in some places, so the vata dosha automatically increases for US citizens, because air, when it comes in contact with anything that is cold, it will become cold. And those who stay in the extreme hot environments, then vata dosha or the air becomes, it's a hot, so due to that it's accordingly the vata dosha, it changes. So if we talk about controlling vata, pitta, and kapha, the methods are basically you have to change the way your lifestyle is. I'll tell you specifically how your day routine should be for controlling vata, pitta, and kapha dosha, but before that I will tell you some general methods which you can adapt to control vata, pitta, and kapha dosha. Milk and trifla, like milk if you take, that is very helpful in vata dosha. And then if you take trifla churn, that is available online. If you order it, it may be available on Amazon or any other online selling portals, so you can order it anywhere, either you are in US, you are in India, you are in Australia, you are in Canada, you can order that. It's a very good medicine, very good therapy which you can use, and it doesn't have any side effects. These are the 2 things which you can use. And then if you are having vata dosha, you should avoid drinking anything that is cold or that has cold nature to it, like lassi. We call it lassi, it's just basically yogurt and water, or anything that is cold, like cold drink, like anything that is cold. It should not be from the fridge. That's all you have to take in mind. Your body is designed in such a way that you have to take lukewarm things, like water. If you drink also, you should drink lukewarm, then also it is actually very beneficial to you. If you walk more, then your vata dosha increases. If your lifestyle is like you are walking around too much, then also the vata dosha increase. The solution for that is you just have to sit down calmly, just relax, do meditation. Your vata dosha will come down. If we talk about some sweets and salty and bitter kind of things which are required to lower down your vata, pitta, and kapha, if we talk about sweet and salty, if we take sweet and salty food, it decreases your vata dosha. If we take spicy and bitter, it decreases your kapha dosha. If we take astringent, bitter, and sweet, it decreases your pitta dosha. So these are some of the methods or some of the normal things which I have told you, which are required to rectify or correct your vata, pitta, and kapha doshas. These 3 doshas are very important for you to control. Because of this dosha only there will be problems in our body. If we control these 3 doshas, then there is nothing that can happen to you in any sense. Okay, I'll just tell you now, very important part of this video starts now, is that lifestyle that you have to follow in order to correct everything or anything that is there in your body. We call it the Sanatana Sanskriti Dincharya. So that is the way how Sanatan Dharma has taught us, or our ancestors has taught us, how to live the day, and how to live your life. You have to wake up early in the morning, and then after you wake up, 4 hours after you woke up, you have to have your breakfast. In the breakfast, you have to make sure that you do not take any curd, you do not take any yogurt. You can take juices, fresh juices you can take, and you can take very heavy breakfast. Nothing is going to happen to you. Make sure your breakfast is big meal. Then when the day goes ahead, when the day starts, what you have to do is, you have to, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you should not take your lunch. Yeah, you should not take your lunch. What you have to do is, you have to take yogurt. You have to take yogurt, mix it, some water in it, just make a slushy drink or something like that. We call it lassi. So you can make that and you can have that. That is going to control your hunger. Afterwards, the night or the dinner and the lunch, means your dinner should be 1 hour before the sunset. 1 hour before the sunset, wherever you are staying in the whole world, 1 hour before your sunset. Or if your sunset routine is like that, if you are staying in Germany or you are staying anywhere in the world, the sun sets at 10 in the night, 10:30, 9:30, like that. Then you have to do, what you have to do is, at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, you should have your dinner, and make sure you don't eat any meat when in the evening, because afterwards it's hard for your body to digest the meat. I do not recommend you eating meat, but if it's a lifestyle or it's your requirement, if your necessity, it's up to you. I'm no one to stop you, I'm no one to ask you, but according to my thing, Ayurveda, or my religion I follow, we don't eat meat. We don't kill anybody and eat it. So that's my personal point of view. Then if we talk about in the evening, what you have to do in the night, you can take milk. You can take cow milk, you can take buffalo milk, you can take goat milk, whichever milk is available at your location, you can have that. So these were some special or specific methods which I have told you. I have explained to you Vata dosha, Pitta dosha, Kapha dosha, what are they, how they are important to us, where are they present in our body, how are they formed, how we have to control them, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. The day, the routine of the day I have told you. Some foods I have told you, some foods to control Vata dosha, Pitta dosha, Kapha dosha, I have explained in this video. From this video today onwards, I am going to upload regularly. You are going to see a lot of Ayurvedic videos uploaded on my channel. I generally make videos related to alcoholism, cigarette smoking, tobacco. I have complete and assured solution for these problems, because what I think is, these are diseases, and these diseases do have medicines. So consider subscribing to my channel. If you liked this video, please share it with the people who actually requires it. Thank you so much. बहुत सारा प्यार आप सबको. Thank you. Namaste.